I invite you to witness a powerful and moving story, one that speaks to the restoration of both physical and spiritual voices, a tale of hope, compassion, and the transformation of lives. Have you ever felt like you've lost your voice, struggling to communicate your thoughts, feelings, or desires, as if you were trapped in silence? In a small village, a deaf and mute man lived, isolated from the world around him. His inability to hear or speak left him cut off from meaningful connections and human interaction. His condition weighed heavily on his heart, yearning to express himself and be understood. Here comes the engaging question. Have you ever experienced the power of compassion, where someone reaches out to understand your struggles and offers a helping hand? One day, a group of people brought the man to a renowned healer, a man whose reputation for performing miracles had spread far and wide. This healer was none other than Jesus. As the man stood before Jesus, a glimmer of hope sparkled in his eyes. Perhaps, he thought, this man could change everything. Jesus looked deep into the man's soul, recognizing his pain and longing. With love and tenderness, Jesus laid his hands upon the man, and in that moment, the deaf ears were unstopped, and the mute tongue was loosened. The man's world erupted with sound, the laughter of children, the rustling of leaves, and the sweet symphony of human voices. But this story goes beyond just a physical healing. It symbolizes a deeper truth, that in Jesus we find the one who can restore our voice even in the midst of life's storms and challenges. Let us confess, there are times when we, too, feel deafened by the noise of the world, unable to hear the gentle whispers of our hearts or the cries of those around us. We may struggle to find our voice, our purpose, and our place in this vast universe. Yet the healing of the deaf and mute man reminds us that Jesus brings restoration and meaning to our lives. He gives us the courage to speak out against injustice, to share our stories of hope, and to be a voice of compassion to those in need. So as we witness the healing of the deaf and mute man, let us recognize the power of empathy and understanding in restoring not only physical voices, but also the voices of the heart. Let us ask ourselves, how can we become agents of healing and restoration, using our voices to bring comfort, love, and hope to those who need it most? This is the end of this episode. Follow for more content.